Hey y'all, so it's about 4 o'clock in the morning. That's why I'm kind of whispering right now. I'm actually at my mama house due to quite the few events. I basically rented out the apartment I've been staying at for the last 6 months spontaneously on Airbnb, and I haven't been at my other spot for 6 months. So yeah, I got a lot of like deep cleaning to do before I stay there again, and my car broke down, so I ain't got no way to get there anyway. Plus, I'm working on my sister's prom dress, so you see this green sparkly fabric everywhere. That's her stuff. And yeah, I know I'm a little spiffied up for 4 o'clock in the morning, but that is only because we had a banquet last night and I was so tired I didn't take my clothes off. If I was wearing makeup, I wouldn't have taken that off either, but this fresh face Shay as usual. But anyway, all that aside, I realized I have not told y'all what I have been watching lately. So yeah, that was a little life update. Now let's get to the film updates. The last movie I watched is called The Invisible Twins. It is on Prime Video. I watched it with my sisters. It's got Suri from Wakanda. So she's T'Challa's sister who like basically took over the new Wakanda, you know, the techie one. And I don't know the other actress' name that played the other older twin, but the movie is basically about these two black girls who only communicate with each other. They use like their twin, you know, abilities, and they might have even developed some like telepathy, like for real. And they are also kind of crazy, as you know, somebody who only talks to one other person on the earth might end up. And it's like they have this true love-hate relationship. They love each other in the sense that like not only do they only talk to each other, but all of their movements are mirrored. Like they pick up their food at the same time. They walk in the same way, at the same rhythm, the same beat. So it's like really as if they never left the womb. It's like it's as if they're just synced up 100% of the time. And as they get older, teachers and family pressure them to, you know, actually socialize and be a part of society, but they're not having it. They even get separated starting pretty young, and when that happens, like one of them gets like almost not suicidal, but like she won't even walk. Like anytime she's not with her sister, she will not walk. Their names are Jenny and June, Jennifer and June, and the one that will walk is like, you know, she's the only one that kind of talks to other people when she wants things. Like she'll scream and have all these what do you call them, these tantrums and stuff until they're back together. Another reason, initially they were separated because, you know, it was like a social experiment. They tried to see if they would talk to somebody else if they were separated because they're a bad influence on one another. They even tried to put them together and just have a tape recorder, talk to them to see if they respond to that. They didn't, so they get separated. But another reason they get separated after that initial time is because, like I said, they have a very intense love-hate relationship. So they'll get at certain points where they try to kill each other, and the only thing stopping them is if they get separated. But then again, they whine about it. They don't eat, don't walk, they're just like, they act like they cannot exist without each other, so then they end up getting back together. But it just shows the various phases of their lives, and it's inspired by a true story. So I have been meaning to look further into like the true story, but it's not like one of those, like usually when something's based off a true story, at the end you see like the pictures of the real people. That's not the case with this one. Apparently they want to live, I'm trying not to give y'all spoilers. They don't want to be in the public eye at all. Like even now, like they'll get their little residual income from selling their life story away, but they're not trying to be in the light. They don't want to get recognized, that kind of thing. They did write books, so those are for sale. And you know, I don't think I'll be looking into them, honestly. It was an interesting movie, but it was weird and it just didn't really resonate with me. The acting was spectacular, but yeah, it's just real weird, you know. They even slept with the same guy, and that caused drama. And okay, there was this one part I'm gonna tell y'all about. So and I'm gonna tell y'all about it because I was thinking about it the whole time. So as they got older, like, you know, they dressed alike and everything, but they also wore the same wigs. It was very obviously a wig, and it was just bothering me because the wigs were just not. They were just not wigs. The scalp was not giving scalp, you know. And this is a wig right here. I don't even like wearing wigs because they're so, you have to be so particular with them for them to look natural. Like right now, I got this headband on because ain't no telling what my lace looked like after that long slumber I had in the chair. But anyway, their wigs like didn't even look, they barely looked human hair. It was just bothering me. Their wigs would bother me. And the reason I bring this up is because there's this one part in the movie where their little boyfriend snatches off the wig. He white too. The audacity, right? But that was probably my favorite part of the movie. So that's why I think like it wasn't really a movie for me. It's nice to have a strong bond with family, but that was just too much. Overall, I'll give the movie, man, like, it's hard to rate movies when they are cinematically executed so well, but the story is just lacking, or there's just another part lacking. I'm just not that interested. It was good enough for me to stay semi locked in. You know, I finished it till the end, but yeah, I guess I'll give it like a 6.5, and it's because they lost some points, just because like it was just weird, like, and not completely justified weird. I like weird stuff, but it was like not really justified. It's weird. But the acting, the execution, the storytelling, the animation, there's these segments where you kind of go into the girls' heads. One of them has a very elaborate imagination, and she's one that actually writes more stories like for other people to read, whereas the other one writes just more in her diary. And the one that is like more of a storyteller, she also makes these animated figures out of clay, or she makes these figures out of clay and then they animate the stories with them. So it's super creepy, but it's like, it's so on brand for her. So yeah, that was cool. Maybe okay, I'm gonna give it a 7 because the only reason, the only downsides is just the story itself, and I feel like they tried to stay pretty true to the story. So I respect that. So I give it a 7 out of 10. Would I recommend you watch it? If you love movies, go ahead and give it a try. If you're not a movie buff like me, you're not a complete cinephile, then you can pass it. Like, this review is probably enough for you. All right, I'm gonna get to work on my sister's prom dress because prom is tomorrow, and I'm a little worried. The pressure is on. That's why I'm dancing it away, because no doubts today. You feel me? I'll show you how the dress is right now. Ignore the mess, y'all. Yeah, I got a lot of work to do. So stay tuned. I think this is gonna be the first thing that actually makes it to the film playlist on this channel. So pray for me, y'all. Pray for me. And I'll see y'all next video.